My mother always defended my older brother, but when he stole my younger brother's fiancé, our family could never be mended. Logan proposed to Avery after 3 years together. I was there when he showed me the ring, $4,200 he'd saved for 8 months. They set the wedding date for June 12th. Avery was perfect for him. She laughed at his terrible jokes, remembered his coffee order, showed up to every one of his amateur hockey games. Then 1 week before the wedding, she called it off. Just like that. No explanation. Logan showed up at my door at 2 a.m., still in his work clothes, eyes red from crying. She said she can't do it, he whispered. She won't tell me why. I thought maybe cold feet. Weddings are stressful. I told him to give her space, that she'd come around. 3 days later, I'm at Mom's house for her birthday barbecue. The back door opens, and Caleb walks in, holding Avery's hand. My sister Riley dropped her glass of lemonade. It shattered on the patio. Avery and I are together now, Caleb announces, smiling like he just won something. I looked at Mom. She didn't look shocked. She looked prepared, like she'd been rehearsing her reaction. That's when I knew. She already knew this was coming. Are you kidding me? I said. My voice came out louder than I meant. Caleb shrugged. It just happened, Mason. These things aren't planned. I called Logan the second I left. Did you know about Caleb and Avery? Long silence. Then, of course it's Caleb. It's always Caleb. 4 days later, Mom called. Her voice was eerily calm. We're having a family dinner this Saturday. You and Riley need to come. It's time to move past this. Move past this? I couldn't believe what I was hearing. Riley and I showed up, but only because Logan begged us to. I need you guys there, he said. Someone has to stand up to him. The dinner was exactly as awful as I expected. Caleb and Avery sat at the table like nothing happened. Mom kept saying things like, we're family. Family forgives. I finally snapped. Forgives what exactly? Caleb destroyed Logan. He humiliated him. Caleb leaned back in his chair. Logan and Avery's relationship wasn't working. I didn't steal anyone. That's when Avery spoke. Her hands were shaking. Caleb and we started talking months ago. At first it was just friendly, but he told me things about Logan. What things? Riley demanded. Avery looked at Caleb before answering. He said Logan didn't really love me, that he was only marrying me because he felt pressured to settle down, that Logan told him privately he had doubts. My blood went cold. Caleb hadn't just taken Logan's fiancé. He'd been poisoning her mind for months, systematically destroying her trust in Logan. You manipulated her, I said quietly. Caleb's face went red. I told her the truth. If their relationship was solid, nothing I said would have mattered. Riley stood up. You're disgusting. After dinner, I drove straight to Logan's apartment. When I told him what Avery said, he just nodded slowly. Caleb's done this before, Logan said. His voice was flat, emotionless. Senior year of high school, I made varsity soccer. 2 days later, Caleb convinced Coach that I was unreliable, that I'd skip practices. Coach cut me and put Caleb on the team instead. Why didn't you ever say anything? Because no one would have believed me. Caleb's the golden child. Mom's always protected him. I felt sick. This wasn't about Avery. This was about Caleb needing to prove he was better than Logan. Again, the next day I called Mom. You need to stop protecting Caleb. What he did was calculated and cruel. Mason, I know you're upset, but Caleb made a mistake. He's still your brother. He didn't make a mistake, Mom. He planned this for months. I won't choose between my children, she said firmly. You already did, I replied. You chose Caleb the second you found out and said nothing. You chose him when you invited us to dinner and expected us to play happy family. Silence on the other end. Logan deserves better. Riley and I deserve better. If you can't see that, then we're done. I hung up. 2 weeks later, Caleb called me from an unknown number. When I answered, he sounded panicked. Mason, I need to tell you something. I'm in debt. Bad debt. I owe $47,000 to some people I shouldn't have borrowed from. My stomach dropped. What does this have to do with Avery? Long pause. Her family's wealthy. I thought if I got close to her, maybe she'd help me. I didn't plan for her to leave Logan. I swear. But once it started, I couldn't stop it. He used her. He destroyed Logan's life to cover up his own mess. You need help, Caleb, I said, but you're not getting it from me. I hung up before he could respond. That night, Logan, Riley, and I sat in my living room. For the first time in years, it felt like we could breathe. Think we'll be okay? Logan asked. Yeah, I said. We'll be okay. Mom still calls sometimes. We don't answer. Caleb's her problem now.